Mr. President, did one of those stolen, persons, that include Virginia Giuffre?
I think so. I think that was one of the people, yep. He stole her.
Virginia Roberts is once again making headlines. This time, it's because of a new claim by former President Donald Trump. He says his connection with Jeffrey Epstein ended after Epstein took one of his spa workers, and he claims that person was Virginia. But that version of events doesn't hold up. Virginia first crossed paths with Ghislaine Maxwell at a spa in Florida. She mentioned she wanted to learn massage therapy, and Ghislaine offered to introduce her to someone who could help, Jeffrey Epstein. That's how Virginia found herself in Epstein's world, and that's where the abuse began. But Epstein wasn't acting alone. Ghislaine wasn't just a recruiter. According to Virginia, Ghislaine was directly involved in the abuse. She removed Virginia's clothing while Epstein assaulted her. So while Epstein orchestrated the exploitation, Ghislaine played an equally active role. Trump's story that Epstein stole an employee doesn't match any known facts. Virginia herself never made that claim. So when Trump now claims Epstein stole Virginia from him, it's not only false, it's a dangerous distortion. Virginia herself has never made that claim. In fact, she once hoped Trump might help expose Epstein's network. She even messaged Elon Musk, who said he'd look into it. But the timeline tells a different story. By 2000, Virginia was already under Epstein's control, a minor with no real way out. At the same time, Trump and Epstein were still friendly in public. Trump even told New York Magazine that Epstein was, quote, a terrific guy. So the idea that Epstein somehow took Virginia away from Trump isn't just misleading, it's absurd. The actual reason for their falling out? A $40 million Palm Beach mansion called the House of Friendship. Both men wanted it. Trump outbid Epstein and got it. That ended the friendship. Court documents support this. Trump himself confirmed the split was over real estate, not over people. And yet, today, Trump regularly brings up the Epstein case when going after political rivals, from Bill Clinton to Larry Summers. But this story was never just about politics. It's about survivors and the system that failed them. Take Annie Farmer. She was just 16 when Ghislaine Maxwell, another adult she trusted, touched her inappropriately. She later testified about it in court. Like Virginia, she thought a woman would be safe to be around. That trust was shattered. That's called betrayal trauma, and it leaves long-lasting emotional scars. Even now, some try to rewrite the narrative, arguing Trump's name appeared in Epstein's files by mistake. But the bigger picture is this. Those files contain the names of thousands of victims. Many of them were children, and most of them were ignored for far too long. This isn't about one man. It's about power. It's about who gets protected and who gets forgotten. And it's about finally giving a voice to those who were silenced, so the truth can't be buried again. Do you think powerful people will ever be held truly accountable? If this happened to someone you love, would you still believe justice works the same for everyone? Drop your thoughts in the comments. This is just one of many hidden stories. Subscribe so you don't miss what they tried to bury.
Mr. President, Epstein has a certain reputation, obviously. I'm just curious, were some of the workers that were taken from you, were some of them young women?
Some of them.
Were some of them young women?
Well, I don't want to say, but everyone knows the people that were taken. And it was the concept of taking people that work for me is bad. But that story's been pretty well out there. And the answer is yes, they were.
Yes, they were young women?
What did they do?
In the spa.
In the spa?
Yeah, people that work in the spa. I have a great spa, one of the best spas in the world at Mar-a-Lago. And people were taken out of the spa, hired by him. In other words, gone. And other people would come and complain, this guy is taking people from the spa. I didn't know that. And then when I heard about it, I told him, I said, listen, we don't want you taking our people, whether it was spa or not spa. I don't want him taking people. And he was fine, and then not too long after that, he did it again, and I said, out of here.
Mr. President, did one of those stolen, persons, that include Virginia Giuffre?
I don't know. I think she worked at the spa. I think so. I think that was one of the people, yeah. He stole her. And by the way, she had no complaints about us, as you know. None whatsoever.